Hello, my gorgeous, hilarious, brilliant Virgo family. Oh man, I'm so excited. I saved you guys for near the end. And there was a reason for that, which is that when I tapped into your, I just got goosebumps. When I tapped into your energy, something really interesting came up. There's this sense of a massive reset and a sense of surprise. Now, this month is one of those months where the more we relax into it, the more we trust into it, the more we don't presuppose what this month is supposed to be, the more it delivers exactly what we need, which of course is one of those universal laws that tends to be true all the time, but it's even more powerful here. This is not one of those months where it's just raw, let's go. It's much more one of these months where we check in, we pay attention to the details. Now for you all, you've got some things happening here. You have mirror season. That's what I call mirror season. Once Pisces season begins later this month, you're in mirror season. Your opposite sign is lit up by the sun and by other energies. And that means it's a chance for you to check in with your own growth. It's a chance for you to check in with how you're seeing yourself, how you're connecting with your path, and what that looks like. So it's a really profound time for that. You also have Mercury in Pisces for a good chunk of the month. Mercury goes into Pisces on the 10th and stays there for most of the month. Again, about relationship, about how we connect to other, how we express ourselves to other. Venus is in your 5th house of heart and romance most of the month. So Venus is in Capricorn, another earth sign. So fun, so powerful for you. Now, and also Mars is in Taurus, which is in your house of philosophy, big ideas, big plans. So you may feel really revved up for how you move through the world over the next few years. But the biggest thing that's going on for you is this full moon in Virgo at 0 degrees. 7 of Pentacles popped up. So we have some assessment. We have some assessment going on. That 0 degree full moon, you'll be feeling it, my Virgo fam. I'll be feeling it. You'll be feeling it. We've been having these 0 degree moons, and you are next on the list of 0 degrees. It's a doorway. It's an energetic reset. It's very personal to you guys. And it's a great chance to check in. Devil. We're getting some grounded energy here. We're getting some check-in energy. We're getting some assessment energy. And I do have, it's a massive reset, creative energy. Now I have a little short mantra for you before we get into these cards. 2 of Pentacles. Yep. This is not a month where you are supposed to be just landing on conclusions right out of the gate. Like conclusion. Oh no. This is a month of checking in. Another thing to keep in mind is Aquarius season for you, especially if you have a Virgo rising, is Aquarius season's very much about how you're taking care of your physical health, lovers. How you're taking care of your body, your routine, your energy, and checking in with that consistently. So I have a little mantra for you guys to help you dive into this kind of mystifying, surprise-riddled month. 5 of Pentacles. So, this is going to be a good affirmation for you in the context. Ooh, another card want to come up. Queen of Wands. You are safe. You are accounted for. Trust this unfolding. You are safe and you are accounted for. Always. 100% of the time. Always know that, Virgo family. Your ability to think quickly and to push forward can make you feel sometimes like it can get things more complex in your mind than it needs to be. That critical sense, 6 of Cups. Interesting. Can really get you feeling worried. Even about your, spiritual journey and how connected you are, Moon. Okay, we've got really powerful energy, Virgos. And here's the thing. Some really good things want to come in for you. They do. They do. Really deep connection, really deep love, really deep, powerful work in the world. I'm going to pull one more card. It's very strong with you. And it can come in, Queen of Pentacles. There you are. There you are. You were there all along. You were never not there. You've always been there. Valuing yourself, valued. Okay, it's all there. And one of the things that happens is as we are having an energetic reset, whenever we have one of these, which they happen all the time, but sometimes they're a little more poignant than others, we are asked to reconcile old narrative versions in order to move forward into the next narrative version. So you've got that duality going on here. Now, if we just look at these first three cards, this is very grounded energy, right? And there's a lot of earth energy working, and we are preparing for the Uranus and Taurus conversation that will be going on for many years. So all the earth signs are getting huge infusions of energy right now because we have Saturn in Capricorn, we have Pluto in Capricorn, we're going to have Uranus and Taurus. And then we have this full moon in your sign. So the earth signs are doing some things. And earth energy is quite strong this month in the sense that this is one of the modalities where we're getting most of our information. Now for you, when you look at this, don't you see how there is this assessment of how hard you make things in life? And an assessment of what do you feel needs to be done the hard way, the thorough way, the vigorous way, and is it necessary? Seven of Pentacles is starting off your reading, which tells me that there is a crop you don't really want to harvest. Maybe you've worked on something for a little while. Maybe you've had something in your wheelhouse for a little while and you don't really want to keep going. But there are other things that you do want to take with you. And you want to travel light. So you want to make sure you're only carrying with you as you move forward into this year what is really serving you, right? And that is bringing up this Devil, Two of Pentacles energy. Because the Devil energy is often about obsession, about old patterns, about feeling connected to something and feeling chained up to something and feeling that we can't escape it. Yes, it's about passion. Yes, it's about drive and ambition and clarity of vision, but it's also very tied to an idea that it has to be done in this dark, heavy way. And it's leaving you feeling a little uncertain. You know, Two of Pentacles, it's like, well, what do I do then? If I'm not doing it this way, what do I do then? Aren't I supposed to hold all the keys? Aren't I supposed to be in charge of all this stuff? You guys put a lot of pressure on yourselves to know all the answers, to facilitate all the answers. And the Two of Pentacles is also about what is really authentic to you. What is really speaking to your soul? Are you carrying around projects or people or situations that aren't authentic to your soul whatsoever, and yet you feel responsible for them still? And yet you feel responsible for them still. You don't have to be in this prison anymore. That's what the energy is telling you. In fact, this is wild. When you look at this sequence right here, Devil, Two of Pentacles, Lovers, there's a transmutation going on, a huge one. In the Devil card, the Lovers are chained up underground. They are dominated by this idea of hard work and grounding, which has its place. In the Lovers card, they are in the sunlight. They are free to move. They are embraced by the beauty of divine connection, balance and harmony, and freedom. You can see the difference there, right? And this guy's trying to weigh this out. This lifestyle. What's true for you? What works for you? What lights you up and what makes you feel chained down? And yeah, this does have to do with relationship, absolutely, but you know, this also has a lot to do with what we do in the world, how we use our energy, how we use our gifts and our skills, how we fill up our schedule, how we use our time just in any given day, any given week. There's a big question here about where you're putting your energy. And this is where I'm saying that this month can give you a lot of guidance. If you're willing to just listen, not jump to the conclusion, not try and manhandle it so that you're trying to balance out these two, but to let you be guided. Because for everybody, what is represented in the Devil and what is represented in the Lovers is going to be different. Not everybody's idea of being trapped and stuck is the same as somebody else's. And so this is very personal to you and your journey, but it is coming up strong. And it is going to be very clear what is not working for you anymore. I will tell you that much right now. Now you guys are very inner critic. Believe me, I'm with you on this because I have a Virgo moon, and while it doesn't manifest in the way I present in the world and the way I, show up at a party or anything like that, it's a big part of how I live my life when I'm at home in my own space. So it's my internal world. So I'm there with you. That valuelessness energy, that value, not even the energy, the mindset of it is popping up here. There's something about you, if you're free, if you're really free, if you're really allowed to have this kind of free, open sense of love and using that mutable earth energy that's so about movement and growth and exploration and intellect and all those beautiful things, it's bringing up this, but am I allowed to have that? Am I allowed to vie for that path? Should I just stay back here where things are kind of subpar, where people kind of show up and then don't really? Isn't that just the way it's supposed to work now? That's pinging up for you because there's some huge growth going on here. And, honestly, when we're met with this kind of vibrant energy, this kind of loving, vibrant energy, that's normally when the shadow side wants to kick up and tell us to pull back, tell us to feel less than, tell us to go back to old patterns. You know what you're supposed to be doing, right? That's when it shows up. And you are being asked to look at old patterning. I have to say, it's interesting. The Queen of Wands is showing up in the midst of the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, which is quite a fascinating ride, right? Because this is about feeling less than, feeling locked out, feeling unworthy. And the Six of Cups is about old long-term patterning. It's about nostalgia. It's about youth and romance, yes. But it's also about how we pattern ourselves when it comes to love. And the Queen of Wands is sitting in the middle of this. So maybe some of you are dealing with a fire sign, a Leo or something. But the other thing about the Queen of Wands is she self-values. She values herself and her time and her energy. And I think that is what this is really speaking to. She does not get pulled down by these. She understands that her strength is in being able to sit there and listen and understand timing. Queen of Wands, I've always said, is the timing queen. Because she understands that you sit and you wait and you listen and you use your energy and your strength to move when things are right and the iron is hot. She also understands that she can transcend any feelings of being shut out, ignored, valued less than, and any old pattern that has to do with addiction, return to the old. Maybe you have old partners coming back. It's possible. Or even just, reminders. They pop up on your phone. They pop up in suggestions, and it just takes you back to other times where you felt less than loved, less than understood, less than valued. This month just has a quality to it where we're making peace with certain things and we are accepting new things into our lives. So that's just a huge part of the process going on here. And it does go really deep. And I've been saying this a lot for this month, and I can really vouch for this as having done most of the readings. That the energy work is not being done on the physical and drama. It's not a dramatics month where we're having huge fights and huge squabbles. A lot of this work is happening inside of us. It's happening in our energy signatures, which is where the most profound things happen. But because we're trained to always look external to ourselves for the directionals, it's a little alarming when we have one of these months. It's very strong with it. And that's where the moon's coming in, right? This is about your internal landscape. And it's fitting because we have this 0-degree full moon in your sign. And it's taking you somewhere very deep. I'm just going to say that right now. It is taking you somewhere very deep. But here's the thing. This is such an amazing jumping off point. If you utilize this moon, if you utilize the energy of this month, what you will find is that you are free from whatever this devil comprises. You are free from that heaviness. You are free from that fear, from that lack-based, any old lack-based things that have popped up. You'll be free. And in fact, you prevail. Queen of Pentacles is so about self-value, so about self-nurturing. I think of all the queens, sometimes I look at Queen of Pentacles and I think this is the one that really knows what's up. She's the one who really understands what this whole game is about. This whole consciousness thing in these bodies that we're living in, these worlds in this time is about. You know, because she just checks in with her roots, with her process, with what feels good to her. She loves herself. And she's there for herself 100% of the time with no question. There's not even a second to doubt that she is contented with her being. You could not shake her from her throne if you tried. She's got a stone throne that is growing up from the ground. She has wealth there in her lap. And it's something that isn't based on material wealth, right? Yes, she is wealthy, but it's something she's cultivated. She's holding it there gently. Something that she has nurtured from within over time, gently and caringly and thoughtfully. And Virgos, you have this in every cell of your being. This is one of your energetic signatures that you are born into. If you have Virgo energy in your life, you have this gift already. It never went anywhere. And you have to remember that it is there. And this is your guiding light. This is where the beautiful energy comes in. All that other stuff that's culminated, that you've been able to file away in the different drawers of your mind, all the things that have happened where maybe you felt cast out or you felt less than or you felt you've had to facilitate, they do not negate this. And she has always been there with you and she will always be there with you. And you are being asked to be reminded of it. And the sooner you tap into this woman, I tell you what, the surprises are coming. The love is on its way. The passion, the connection, the healing, the truth, the hope, the renewal, it's all there. It's so strong, y'all. It is so strong. So take it with you. Take her with you. She's with you all of the way. I love you guys so much. I'm really grateful for you. Maybe I don't say it enough, but I hope you know that I mean it in every cell. I really do. I hope you have a beautiful February. I hope you take these reins in your hand and go with it. You can find me on Instagram at @SARAHTAROT or on my website, SARAHTAROT.com. I do private readings, so you can check out my calendar there and book from there. It's all really easy. I'd also love to see you on Instagram. I love checking up with my people. I have the Flow series begun in Vimeo, so I will leave the link for that. I still have your heads up for 2019. It's a great way to check in with the empowerment of the new year ahead. And I'm also wearing PinkLune's gorgeous jewelry. She is one of my dearest friends. She's going to, over the course of February, have more and more beautiful things in her shop. So go check her out, 15% off. All handmade, all unique, all made with so much profound love and nurturing care. I really love it. I will see you guys in March for more of this beautiful energy. Have a beautiful full moon. I'm right there with you guys, riding on this journey. We're going to find that Queen of Pentacles. We're going to connect with her. It's going to be amazing. I will see you in March. Take good care of yourselves, my loves.